Why are you screaming? For whom are you looking for on this barren land?
Sister, I'm looking for Jalpari. I think she's not happy with us.
You are looking for Jalpari? Why do you need Jalpari now? You are too smart. Then go ahead and produce water to fulfill all your needs.
No. How can we produce water? Water is the only alternative for water.
If you don't conserve water, it is going to get dried out one day or the other. If there is no water in the soil is going to get barren.
That's what. I need to know the reasons from Jalpari. Please do me a favor. I want to meet Jalpari.
But the road to meet her is extremely difficult.
I don't mind even giving up my life for her.
That's great. I like your courage and I would definitely like to help you. We also want Jalpari to come to your village as soon as possible. Come, follow me. Sister, come with me, sit on my back. Be careful. Come in.
Wow, it's so pure and fresh here.
You need this pure and fresh water in your village, right?
Huh.
Then what are you waiting for? Let us pray to Jalpari.
Hey Jalpari, I request you, please meet me. Hey Jalpari, I request you, please meet me. Jalpari, I'm very thankful to you. Now it is my responsibility to carry this water to my village.
It's not just your responsibility, but of all the villagers.
But what's the solution to this? Don't understand.
No matter how many are the reasons, first answer my question. From where you get the water first?
From the earth.
Yes, everybody extracts water from the earth, including all the animals. But can you tell me from where it comes? The water which we get from the earth, it comes from rain.
But how can we stop the clouds which shower rain?
So stupid! And you call yourself an intelligent animal of the earth?
Dear Jeevan, try to understand. Clouds are going to rain down on earth and you are going to extract the same water from the earth.
But it rains every year and the water gets absorbed.
I would have definitely bitten him if somebody else was to ask me such a foolish question. Please don't discourage him. Now, let's try to make him understand. Listen to it carefully, Jeevan. Let's understand how the monsoon cycle works. The 35% of the water from the rain gets evaporated and becomes cloud and vanishes. And 55% of the rainwater waves away. Only 10% of the rainwater sucked by earth.
That means we use only a small amount of the water. It means we waste more than 50% of the water and use very less.
Then what?
So can we conserve and use this water that goes to waste?
It's easy. The only thing is you should not waste it.
Please tell me the solutions and precautions. What to do? Tell me, no? Tell me, please.
Okay. Listen carefully. Now suppose this is your village. And these are the houses. It's raining all over. On the roofs of it. This water falls down on the earth. Very less soaks, but mostly waves away. If we manage and pour this water in the well, then just imagine how much amount of water we can store.
Listen, boy. If you can store the water which falls down from the roof in the rain, then it could quench the thirst and you can spare it for other works also, and that too for the whole year.
But you can't just make it alone.
But in our village, we not only have wells, we also have bore wells with pumps. Did you know that, Jalpari?
The water from the well is also coming from soil only.
Exactly. But that water should also be conserved. And for that, bore wells should be surrounded by small and big stones, by which rainwater can be conserved and won't go away. Are you getting it, Jeevan?
Oh, this is very easy. I'll go to the village right now and inform everyone.
Wait, please no haste. Your efforts will go waste. Unless and until you know various usage of the land.
What?
Come, I will tell you about the properties of land. There is a world beyond. Now see, this is how our land is. It consists of various layers of soil, stone and pebbles. Though it looks plain, the cracks between the stones contains water which extracts from, which satisfies all your needs.
But Jalpari, some cracks contain water and the others are dry.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Nobody is concerned about water. What do you think? Does this water come straight from the top of the cracks? My dear Jeevan, do you know the water gets conserved from the area surrounded by? But if one person is conserving and another is extracting, what are you going to get?
Dry wells and dry bore wells.
That's why. If land consists of water here, then it's not there. And if it is there, then it is not there.
Then Jalpari, please tell me the remedy to solve all our water problems.
Let's go this way. Every village has to work hard.
Huh? Where are we now? I believe I know this place. Yes, this is the border of our neighboring village. But Jalpari, why are we here?
Jeevan, this village also comes under the same water catchment area where your village is. There are many villages in the same sector.
Now I've understood. I got it. If many villages are getting water from the same watershed, then every village collectively will have to conserve water.
That's right. One village conservation is not sufficient. Everyone will get water if villagers under the same sector will conserve.
And for that, all the villagers should unite and form a committee for overall supervision.
Exactly. Now, if you can do this better, tell me how you will not get water.
Oh, this is very easy. Let me tell the villagers all this. We will have enough water to drink and everyone will be happy.
Okay. Wait for a while. There are some remedies. Listen to it carefully. Now you understood how the water which falls from your ceilings can be conserved. But on the land and below the land, there is a continuous water flow which can be saved and conserved. Makes